Hello, people. Did you miss me? I know I missed the fuck out of you. Yes, I did. It's only been 24 hours since Fight Bites 1 premiered, and you're already ready for your sub and helping. I could tell. I could see you guys drooling and saying, Mike, we need more bites. That was a snack. Where's the full fucking course meal? Don't worry. It's coming, and it's happening right fucking now. Fight Bites episode 2, we are going to tackle the announcement that recently came out. We'll call it an announcement that Aljamain Sterling is out for the foreseeable future due to surgery on his wrist. He has spoken about wrist trouble in the past. He has talked about not wanting to get surgery in the past on this injury and others. Looks like NYSAC, the fighting commission overseeing New York MMA, has denied him a fight license for MSG. Yes, they were up. He was up, I should say, for a fight against Frankie Edgar, welcoming Frankie to his long-time debut into the 135-pound division. I gotta have a whole Fight Bites just on that alone. Just on Frankie Edgar actually making his move and seeing him be lined up against who we all know, or presumed, because do you really ever fucking know in the UFC, as the number one contender in Aljamain Sterling. So, Aljamain Sterling's out. Frankie Edgar still has to make his debut at 135 pounds. But what this Fight Bites is about, what the fuck is going to happen to the title picture of 135-pound division? If this is not your first video, or if you have been with me from the start, hasn't been long, but I appreciate you motherfuckers anyway, then you know I always tell everybody, the top 3 divisions in the UFC, in my opinion, in no particular order, 155 being lightweight, 170 being welterweight, and 135 being bantamweight. They are both stacked. Even their non-ranked fights are must-watch television if you are even the casual MMA fan, or any combat sports fan in general, to be honest with you. Always high action, all types of different skill sets, all type of different talents, all type of different backgrounds, nationalities, etc. It's fucking exciting, personified, right? So now in this stacked division, we have on top Peter Yan today tweeting that he is the number one contender. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was looking forward to a fight against Aljamain Sterling. Come to find out, he wasn't even going to get that fight. Why? Because Frankie Edgar was going to come down and skip the line. We all know how UFC feels about Frankie Edgar. He's done them a lot of favors, and they have done so in return. Frankie Edgar is 1-2 in his last 3. Can you fucking believe it? Coming off a title loss against Max Holloway, in which he looked just outmatched and outsized and kind of gave Frankie the notice that he's never going to be the 145-pound champ. Frankie Edgar is one of my favorite. He's a New Jersey guy. You guys know I am also a lifelong New Jersey resident. I've always been supporter of Frankie Edgar from his debut in UFC and so on and so forth. But he just hasn't found a weight class that he can dominate. You can say 155 when he was the champ, but did he really dominate? He was very good, very skilled. But it's kind of the shift of MMA during that time. You started seeing the skilled brawler getting super supplemented by anyone with a wide range of background. You saw no more were the days of just people coming in, biting on their mouthpiece, like Maynard, who they had epic title fights with, who Frankie Edgar had epic title fights with. You don't see that happen anymore, I'll say. You need more well-rounded, more skill, and the size changed as well. Gray Maynard himself moved down to 145. Frankie Edgar still looked undersized at 145, which is kind of crazy, seeing as though he was the champ at the division above. I digress. The main point, what the fuck is about to happen to this title picture? Peter Yan was about to pretty much get skipped in line. I don't think that's fair at all. I think Peter Yan has earned to have that number one contender fight, but I would not go so far as to say Peter Yan's the number one contender. Even with Aljamain out. Aljamain at 3, I believe. And so it goes Marlon Morales. Obviously, everybody's under the champ, Henry Cejudo. Marlon, Aljamain. So he's ranked number 2, but he's the number 3 behind the champion. And Morales, who's last fought for the championship, right? And right behind Aljamain is Corey Sandhagen is at number 3 in the official UFC rankings. And then Peter Yan. So now with Peter Yan proclaiming, which he should, as a fighter, for you looking out for your career, you absolutely should be calling your shot. You absolutely should be saying you're next in line. You absolutely should be saying you're the best. But as a fan, hold your fucking horses, Peter Yan. I think you have some business with Corey Sandhagen. I think Frankie Edgar should be totally out the title picture. I think Frankie Edgar should go fight like Uriah Faber or something like that. At least to get his feet wet in the 135-pound division. Not that he's not going to be great. I think he will be a title challenger. I just don't like seeing someone coming off a loss, someone who's 1-2, skipping so many people who have earned it. Now we're putting Peter Yan and Corey Sandhagen next to each other. I think Corey Sandhagen has the better resume in the UFC. I think Corey Sandhagen should have been the guy that was knotted to fight Aljamain Sterling for the number 1 contender to begin with, if not the interim championship, while Henry Cejudo goes down to 125, we believe, and goes and fight Joey Benavidez, a.k.a. Joey Two-Time. If you don't know that reference, go look you up some Joey Benavidez, go watch his last fight, or just go ahead and listen to his post-fight speech, and he makes a statement that he has been avenging his losses, and he's been doing it plenty of fucking times, and he's been beating these people multiple times, right? Anyway, I digress. Peter Yan, Corey Sandhagen, those two are the next for the title, in my opinion, while Aljamain's out. Hopefully for them, Aljamain's out for a long time, because these guys can easily book a fight with each other. A winner can come out of that. Aljamain can then come back from injury and still leapfrog them, because there's so much time in between when Henry Cejudo will next defend his championship. He's not even active right now. He's out on injury. Do you guys remember that? He's out on injury. He had surgery. And then when he comes back, he's not going to defend his 135-pound championship if Dana White has anything to say about it, which I'm sure the fuck he does. He's Dana fucking White, a.k.a. Uncle Dana, according to Henry Cejudo. But there's so much time in between now and when the next title fight happens. I think Peter Yan and Corey Sandhagen should duke it out. I think when Aljamain Sterling comes back, which should only be about 6 months, there will still be time to wait for Henry Cejudo to defend his 135-pound championship. Have Aljamain Sterling fight the winner of Peter Yan and Corey Sandhagen for the interim 135-pound title. Boom! I just solved your whole fucking title picture, UFC. You're welcome. Like the video, subscribe, appreciate the support. Love you guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at MikeJesseMMA. See you guys next time for Mike's Fight Bites.